this mask, there is an idea.
An idea can change the world. Got us in the rain.
I want anyone caught with one of those masks arrested.
Ideas are bulletproof.
You scared me.
My apologies. Are you feeling all right?
Thank you. What is this place?
My home. I call it the Shadow Gallery.
It's beautiful. Where did you get all this stuff?
Here and there. Much of it from the vaults of the Ministry of Objectionable Materials.
You stole it?
Heavens, no. Stealing implies ownership. You cannot steal from a censor. I merely reclaimed them.
God, if they ever found out about this place...
And I suspect that if they do find this place, a few bits of art will be the least of my worries.
You mean because of what you've done? God, you killed that policeman. I saw it. I helped you.
Yes, you did.
Hey, the detective with the chair.
Thanks again for that.
What have I done?
You did what you thought was right.
No, I shouldn't have. I must have been out of my mind.
If you hadn't have done it, someone else might have died. Someone who might have been me.
I have to get out of here. I have to go.
May I ask where?
Home. I have to go home.
You said they were looking for you. If they know where you worked, they certainly know where you lived. I'm afraid that home is no longer an option for you.
But I have friends. I could stay with them.
I'm afraid that won't work either. I want you to understand, Evie, that I did not want this for either of us. But I couldn't see any other way. You were unconscious and I had to make a decision. If I left you, right now, you'd be in one of Creedy's interrogation cells. They would imprison you, torture you, and in all probability, kill you in the pursuit of finding me. After what you did, I couldn't let that happen. I picked you up and carried you to the only place I knew that you'd be safe. Here, to my home.
I won't tell anyone. I swear, you know you can trust me.
I'm sorry, but I can't take that risk. Have you ever been tortured? People say things they believe they never would.
But I don't even know where we are. We could be anywhere.
You know it's underground. You know the colour of these stones. That would be enough for a smart man.
And what are you saying, that I have to stay?
Only until I'm done. After the 5th, I no longer think it will matter.
You mean a year from now? You're saying I have to stay here a year?
Would you have preferred Creedy's detention cell?
No, I don't want either. I want to go home. I want my life back. I want this nightmare to be over.
I know this is difficult, but I swear to you, you will be well cared for.
No.
I'm sorry, Evie, I just didn't know what else to do.
You could have left me alone. Why didn't you just leave me alone?
You scared me.
My apologies. You feeling all right?
Yes, thank you. What is this place?
It's my home. I call it the Shadow Gallery.
It's beautiful. Where'd you get all this stuff?
Oh, here and there, much of it from the vaults of the Ministry of Objectionable Materials.
You stole them?
Oh, heavens no. Stealing implies ownership. You cannot steal from the censor. I merely reclaimed them.
God, if they ever find this place.
I suspect if they do find this place, a few bits of art will be the least of my worries.
You mean after what you've done? God, what have I done? I maced that detective. Why'd I do that?
You did what you thought was right.
Oh, no, I shouldn't have done that. I must have been out of my mind.
Or is that what you really think, or is that what they'd want you to think?
I think I should go.
May I ask where?
Home. I have to go home.
You said they were looking for you. If they know where you work, they certainly know where you live.
Well, I have friends. I could stay with them.
I'm afraid that won't work either. You have to understand, Evie, I didn't want this for either of us, but I couldn't see any other way. You were unconscious, and I had to make a decision. If I'd left you there, right now, you'd be in one of Creedy's interrogation cells. They'd imprison you, torture you, and, in all probability, kill you in the pursuit of finding me. After what you did, I couldn't let that happen, so I picked you up and carried you to the only place I knew you'd be safe. Here, to my home.
I won't tell anyone, I swear. You know you can trust me.
I'm sorry, but I can't take that risk.
But I don't even know where this is. We could be anywhere.
You know it's underground. You know the color of the stone. That'd be enough for a clever man.
What are you saying, that I have to stay here?
Only until I'm done. After the 5th, I no longer think it'll matter.
You mean a year from now? I have to stay here for a year.
Sorry, Evie. I didn't know what else to do.
You should have left me alone. Why did you just leave me alone?
V,
Oh, good morning.
I wanted to apologize for my reaction last night. I understand what you did for me, and I want you to know I am grateful. Your hands.
Oh, yes. There, that's better. I hope I didn't put you off your appetite.
No, please, but are you all right?
It's fine, fine.
Can I ask you what happened?
There was a fire. A long time ago, ancient history for some. Not really very good table conversation. Would you care for a cup of tea and some eggs?
Sure, thank you. I'm starving, actually.
Please enjoy. I've already eaten.
It's delicious.
Good.
I haven't had butter since I was a little girl. Where'd you get it?
A government supply train. It was on its way to Chancellor Sattler.
You stole from Chancellor Sattler. You're insane.
I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares more is none. Very good.
I'm home. She used to read me all of Shakespeare's plays, and ever since I've wanted to be an actor. In plays or in movies. I played viola on Twelfth Night when I was 9, and I've never felt so alive. I felt like anything was possible.
I must tell you that you have the most remarkable smile.
Thank you. Can I ask you about what you said on the telly? Did you mean it?
Every word.
You really think that blowing up Parliament's going to make this country a better place?
There is no certainty, only opportunity.
One thing I'm certain about is that if anyone does show up, Creedy will black bag every one of them.
People should not be afraid of their government. Government should be afraid of their people.
That may be true, but it's not the way it is.
It was before, and it can be again.
Listen, you want to know my opinion? Art can change people. Art can make someone's life better in a way that a bomb never can. You want to change the world? Do what Shakespeare did. You write a play. Better yet, you write 30, 40 of them, but don't talk to me about changing the world. I heard enough of that when I was growing up, and it's like hearing about Santa Claus. I don't believe in him either anymore. Well, thank you for the eggs. I will return to my cell.
V?
Ah, bonjour, mademoiselle.
I just wanted to apologize for my reaction last night. I understand what you did for me, and I want you to know I am grateful. Your hands.
Yes. There, that's better. I hope I didn't put you off your appetite.
No, please, it's just, you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine.
Can I ask what happened?
There was a fire a long time ago. Ancient history for some. Not really very good table conversation. Now, would you care for a cup of tea with your egg?
Yes, thank you. I'm starving, actually.
Have a seat.
That's delicious.
Good.
God, I haven't had real butter since I was a little girl. Where'd you get it?
A government supply train on its way to Chancellor Sutler.
You stole this from Chancellor Sutler.
Yes.
You're insane.
I dare do all that may become a man who dares more is none.
Macbeth.
Very good.
My mum. She used to read all his plays to me, and ever since I've always wanted to act. In plays, movies. When I was 9, I played violin. 12th night, Mum was very proud.
Where's your mother now?
She's dead.
I'm sorry.
Can I ask about what she said on the telly?
Yes,
Did you mean it?
every word.
You really think that blowing up Parliament's going to make this country a better place?
There's no certainty, only opportunity.
Well, I think you can be pretty certain that if anyone does show up, Creedy will black bag every one of them.
People should not be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of their people.
And you're going to make that happen by blowing up a building?
The building is a symbol, as is the act of destroying it. Symbols are given power by people. Alone, a symbol is meaningless, but with enough people, blowing up a building can change the world.
I wish I believed that was possible. But every time I've seen this world change, it's always been for the worse.
Evie, are you all right?
I was looking for a movie in a library and I found this.
I recorded it the moment it started. It's unbelievable what he did. Makes you really wonder if what he says is possible.
Yeah.
Is something wrong?
Gordon, I want you to understand how grateful I am for what you've done.
Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that setup.
But I can't stay here any longer.
Are you crazy? The whole country is still looking for you.
I know that's why I have to leave. I don't want what's happened to me to happen to you. You're a beautiful man, Gordon. You have a beautiful life. It isn't right for me to ask you to risk it all.
I told you I'm okay with that risk.
But I'm not. I couldn't live with myself if something happened to you because of me.
Are you thinking of trying to go back to him?
No.
Because that would be crazy.
I have family in Australia.
But how would you get there?
I don't know. All I know is that I have to leave.
And there's nothing I can say to change your mind?
Afraid not.
Then can you do one thing for me?
What?
The night you were supposed to come, I bought 2 steaks, real beef. I promised you a nice dinner. Let me keep my word.